Hello everybody and welcome again to another lecture of Learn with Vidhi. In today's lecture we are going to see derivative of inverse function, lecture second. So here's the question: y is equal to cos inverse in bracket root of 1 plus cos x upon 2. Formula which we are going to use is cos 2 theta is equal to 2 cos square theta minus 1, which is nothing but just I have sent the 1 this side, so it becomes 1 plus cos 2 theta is equal to 2 cos square theta. So for all those who have not watched my previous video on trigonometric substitution, please go and watch the video because there I have given some tricks regarding all the substitution. So it's a very a beautiful video and you all have to watch it. Okay. So now the main question. If you see here, I cannot substitute this formula here. What is the thing? Just see the question and can you tell me why I cannot substitute this formula here? Yes, very good. Because there is a 2 here and here I cannot see a 2. So what should I do in such a case? So let us see. So the thing which is, it's here. So the formula for cos 2 theta is 2 cos square theta minus 1. But if this 2 is not present here, you have to use this formula. Cos theta equal to 2 cos square theta by 2 minus 1. So the only trick is you have to remember either the 2 should be on the left hand side or it should be on right hand side, right? If it is 2 on the left hand side is there, you don't put it over here. And if it is not there here on left hand side, you have to put theta by 2. Okay. So again the same thing, 1 goes this side and the answer is 1 plus cos theta is 2 cos square theta by 2, as there was no 2 here. So here you are going to put this formula and not the first one. Yes. Okay. So let us continue. So what I have put in place of 1 plus cos x, I have put 2 cos square x by 2. So you can see here this 2 and this 2 gets cancelled, then the square and the square root, this 2 gets cancelled. So what only remains is cos x by 2. Okay, so the next step will be y is equal to cos inverse cos x by 2. Again cos inverse and cos gets cancelled, so only what thing remains is x by 2. So we can see y is equal to x by 2. So in this type of sums, you can understand that you don't go at the very first step, you don't put differentiate with respect to x. You have to solve that sum. You have to make some substitutions. You have to use some formulas and then you come to a point and then you find out the derivative. So at this step, we are going to find out the derivative, that is differentiate with respect to x. And now everybody knows the answer. It's so simple. The answer is half. Very good. Let's go for the next question. Again a very beautiful question, and I have purposefully taken some different kind of questions so that I've tried to solve different type of sums in which we are going to use different kinds of question, so the remaining questions of this type you can solve on your own. So now we can see that the question is y is equal to tan inverse 1 minus tan x by 2 upon 1 plus tan x by 2. The formula which we are going to use here is a very beautiful formula. Just remember the first formula and the second one is going to come as it is. So the formula is tan inverse x plus tan inverse y is equal to tan inverse x plus y upon 1 minus xy. So if there is a plus here, use plus in the numerator and minus in the denominator. And this formula is same as the first one. The only difference, you only can point it out. Yes, if it's plus here and it's minus here, then numerator becomes minus and denominator becomes plus. That is the only difference. So just I had the one formula and second is the exactly opposite in sign. Okay. So let us go further. So now what? Okay, so this kind of sums have some tricks, and the tricks are basically there are 3 tricks for this sum, and these are very beautiful sums. You're going to use this sums in integration, you're going to use this sums in even in M1 trigonometric functions, you're going to have this kind of sum. So just remember the 3 tricks and just note down these tricks. The first trick is you have to make the denominator first term as 1. Now here readily the term is only 1 only, so you don't have to make it. But for example, if there was something else, for example there was 10, for example something else it was there, then you had to divide it by that number. Okay, you have to divide by that number, numerator and denominator. So first thing you don't have to do because already it is 1. The second thing is the 1 in the numerator, you have to change it to pi by 4. I have changed it over here. And this is not going out of math, right? Because we all know that tan pi by 4 is equal to 1, and so I have used tan pi by 4 here. And why I have only used tan pi by 4? Because we'll understand it further. So in place of 1, second trick is or second step is place of the numerators 1, you have to put tan pi by 4. And the third one is, you can see everybody knows that if I multiply 1 by anything, if I multiply 1 by, for example, 10, answer is what? Everybody knows the answer is going to be 10. So multiply 1 by you multiply 1 by anything, the answer is itself, right? So similarly here you cannot see anything, but there is 1, there is unity. So here again you have to put what is in place of here, you have to put tan pi by 4. Have you understood, everybody? 3 steps are: numerator should be, sorry, in denominator the first term should be 1. Second, because it's formula, here it is 1, so we have to put 1. In the numerator, in place of 1, you should put tan pi by 4. And the third one is here, you have to put tan pi by 4. Okay, so let's move further. So now what happens, this becomes the formula. This is our formula. This is same as this formula. You can see here, in place of x you have tan pi by 4, in place of y you have tan x by 2. And so the formula becomes tan inverse x. Now what is your x? Tan pi by 4, so it comes here. So this is your x, so it comes here. And what is your y? Your y is tan x by 2, and that comes here. Now next step, you can see that tan inverse and tan, both of them cancel each other. So now you can tell me what is going to remain. What is going to remain is, so the only thing which is going to remain is pi by 4 and x by 2. So I have to just differentiate pi by 4 and x by 2. I don't have to differentiate everything because it gets cancelled. And everybody knows what is the derivative of tan. It's a constant. Pi by 4 is constant, right? It's 45. So it's a constant, and derivative of a constant is 0. And of x by 2, I just have to find out the derivative, which is half. And I have a minus sign here, so it is minus. So let us see another one question. So the another one beautiful question is, y is equal to tan inverse 1 plus cos x by 3 upon sin x by 3. The formula, again previous double angle formula we are going to use. The formula is cos 2 theta, and cos 2 theta formula, but 2 is not there, so we are going to use the formula of what is cos theta. We are going to use this formula. Okay. And what about this denominator? What to do for this sin x by 3? If again, those who have watched my that previous video, I have given one double angle formula for sin 2 theta. That is the formula which we are going to use here, which is sin 2 theta is equal to 2 sin theta. And again the same thing like this. If there is no 2 here, if the 2 goes this side, as we don't have a 2 here, you have to put 2 here. Theta by 2 and theta by 2. This is the thing. If we don't have, same like this thing, if it is 2 here, don't put this side. If there is no 2 here, then if there is 2 here, don't put it here. And if there is no 2 here, then you have to put theta by 2. Same here, if there is a 2, if don't have 2 here, you have to put theta by 2, and if there is a 2, you don't have to put. So next step, what I have done, in place of 1 plus cos x by 3, I have taken 2 cos square x by 2. The formula is what? 1 plus cos theta formula is what? 2 cos square theta by 2. So the answer is 2 cos square theta. What is our theta? X by 3 upon 2. Understood? Again, sin 2 theta, that is sin theta formula is 2 sin theta by 2 cos theta by 2. So our theta is x by 3, which comes as it is here. X by 3 comes as it is here. You can see x by 3 comes as it is here, and by 2 is of this formula. Getting it? Now next is what you can see here, that this 2 and this 2 gets cancelled, right? Then one of the, as we have cos square x by 3 by 2, so one cos over here and this cos totally gets cancelled. So only thing which remains is tan in y is equal to tan inverse, in numerator remains is cos x by 6. Now what is x by 6? This 2 goes up near to 3, so 3 multiplied by 2 is 6, so x by 6. And in denominator what remains is sin x by 6. Now everybody knows what is cos upon sin. What is cos upon sin? Yes, cos upon sin is cot. So tan inverse cot x by 2 is equal to tan inverse. Now this is again a very important thing. See, a sin can be converted to cos. Cos can be converted to sin. Tan can be converted to cot. Cot can be converted to tan. Sec can be converted to cosec. Cosec can be converted to sec. These are all complementary angles. Complementary is the addition of two angles. If it is 90 degree, then it is called as a complementary angle. It is called as a complementary angle. So you can see that if I want to convert, see outside it is tan. Here you can see outside it is tan inverse. So I should have tan inside. Then only it will cancel. This is the main important thing. If outside it is tan inverse, inside should be tan. I cannot bring it directly, right? I cannot change from cot to tan. So what is the thing which I have to change? How I can change? So cot becomes tan by this formula. Cot theta is tan pi by 2 minus theta. Okay. So this cot gets converted to tan and pi by 2 minus x by 6. So tan and tan inverse gets cancelled. So only thing which remains here is what is y equal to pi by 2 minus x by 6. So you can understand, see, I have not taken up till now, I have not started with the derivative even. I am just solving the step by step sums and I am simplifying it. Okay. So you can just see that this sum, so big sum, has just converted to a very small sum, and the derivative, I am going to find the derivative of this thing. So now the next step, which is differentiate with respect to x, derivative of pi by 2 is 0 because it's constant, and I think many of you must have understood the answer, and you may be telling me, you must have also told the answer also. What is the answer? Yes, it's minus 1 by 6 because the derivative of constant is 0 and of 1 by x by 6 is 1 by 6, and minus sign comes and the answer is 1 by 6. Let us see one more sum. Y is equal to cosec inverse 1 upon 4 cos cube 2x minus 3 cos 2x. Again, I have purposefully taken a triple angle formula sum. Basically, again, a beautiful thing I have done in, I think in previous lecture, one of this sum was there in which cosec was to convert it to sine. So this is the formula. Sorry, cosec inverse 1 upon x is sine inverse x. You have 6, I have told 6 formulas for this. Cosec becomes sine inverse, and just 1 upon x becomes x. It's that simple. Okay. Now next, I've directly written here because you now know that what is the formula. This is 4 cos cube 2x minus 3 cos 2x. So this is a triple angle formula. 4 cos cube theta minus 3 cos theta. But instead of theta, you have 2x. Instead of theta, you have what is, I think this was 2. Okay, sorry. So instead of theta, you had 2x. So this is 3 here. It's a small mistake here. This is 2 here. Okay. So what is there is instead, I'll just make a correction here. This was a printing mistake. Just this is 3 and this is 2. Okay. So what is this? This is 4 cos cube 2x minus 3 cos 2x. So what is the formula? It is the formula of cos 3 theta. But instead of theta, what you have 2x. So I have taken what is 2x over here. See, this is just a printing mistake. I have just taken inside, it becomes outside. So please make sure that you don't make that mistake. So this is the formula for cos 3x, right? But instead of x, the formula for what is cos 3x, it is 4 cos cube x minus 3 cos x. But instead of x, you have 2x. So I have taken inside as 2x. So answer is what? 3 2s are 6 and it is 6x. Just remember, this is just interchange it. Make 3 outside and 2 inside. So next step will be what? Sine inverse remains again same. Again, like the previous sum, there is cos inside here and sine inverse outside, so I cannot cancel. So I have changed cos to sine by using the formula complementary angle pi by 2 minus theta, and I've used here, I've converted this cos to sine. Okay. Next step, in the last step, yes, the sine inverse and sine now gets cancelled, and the next one is y is equal to pi by 2 minus 6x. Next step, differentiate. Now you can easily tell me the answer. The answer is what is? Pi by 2 is a constant, right? And the answer is what? Yes, it's minus 6. Just remember, here's a small mistake. Just take the 3 outside. Take 3 this. Make 3 here. And make 2 here. That's the only thing. Okay. So, thank you all for watching this videos. I hope you like this videos. Do share this video and subscribe to my channel. Thank you for watching.